What's good with your party people? It's your girl, that one chick, Uno. And as you can see, smoke's flying, got a blunt lit. That means it's time to sit down, talk to y'all, and have a little blunt conversation. But first, I want to start out by digressing. I got to tell y'all a little something. Ooh, excuse me. That shit okay? That shit kind of bomb. Ooh, damn sure I ain't mad at it. Anyway, this for my coffee drinkers. Y'all ever drink some coffee that was so strong you felt the shit kick in? Bruh, let me tell you about this shit. Okay, I got a shift in the middle of my week where, I pretty much close one night, turn around and go back to open. Y'all know about clopening. If you work in retail, you know about clopening. Anyway, so of course, I get the next day and I'm dragging because even though I've only had a 4-hour nap, that is not stopping me from my traditional wake and bake. I'm still going to be high as fuck when I get there. Now I'm just tired and high as fuck. So I'm like, it's cool. Convenience store. We got coffee. I'm about to save my own life right here. Let me hit this weed one time on that. So I thought I was saving my life. I get the little French vanilla creamers cracking. Make myself a little cup of coffee. And it was some new fancy ass shit that we started carrying. So I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna be bougie. I'm gonna try the new coffee. That's what's up. Bruh. I make this little cup of coffee. I drink this little cup of coffee. And when I say little, I mean it was little. I don't even think it's a venti. Never actually looked at the size of ounces that we sell on these cups. I'm gonna have to do that, check myself one time. Anyway. Drink this cup of coffee. Going into the cooler to handle my business, y'all don't get to buy water and soda if it's not for me putting it out there. So, I went out there to make sure that your day goes right. And I'm in there just putting up the soda. And I'm moving up this water. Yep. Because, I freestyled myself while I'm in there. Anyway, we ain't going to talk about that neither. So, yeah, I'm grooving. Putting up all the groceries and shit. Feeling like I'm really doing something. When lo and behold, all of a sudden, it felt like somebody had reached tiny fingers into the base of my skull and started doing this. Yeah, all at the base of my mentals and stuff right here. And I noticed it. Like, I stopped, like, just saying, somebody could have crept in on your girl one time. Don't know. I'm flipping out, though, tripped up, because I can feel this humming, physical humming at the base of my skull. I go ahead and decide to chuck that shit up. Hey, this shit ain't putting itself away. Come on, Jackson, get it together. Let's go. Start doing my job again. Next thing you know, I realize that I am doing my job on like expert level 25. I'm sitting there like, somebody just bought a water. Let me put that motherfucker back right now. Woo! Like, I was flipped out. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Then it hit me. Bitch. That cup of coffee got your ass in here tweaking. I mean, hardcore. Like, the only thing I can think of is instead of caffeine, they put methamphetamine in this damn coffee. That's what made it so bougie and so special, and that's why it costs more than the rest of our coffee. Because you're paying for drugs. This shit is some straight liquid drugs all day long. It's liquid drugs with vanilla creamer added to it just so you don't taste the drugs. That's what it is. But that ain't even why I turned this camera on. That's just something I had to tell y'all. Your girl had a cup of coffee so strong, I felt that hoe kick in. Woo! Didn't know what to do with it. But let me tell you how productive I was for the rest of that day. Shit got done. Anyway, what I had turned this camera on for is, in case y'all didn't know, there is a time and a place for every conversation in the world. And let me tell you, Pump 3 is not the time or the place to have a out loud, broad daylight conversation about the way you suck dick. No, homegirl, that is not a good look. Now, what I'm not saying, ladies, because I'm a grown-ass woman myself, I'm comfortable in my sexuality, comfortable in my sexual choices, and yes, you and I, we could talk about sex, no problem. But what I'm not going to do is pull up in my whip, hook up my Bluetooth, go ahead and crank my volume up to 45, and decide to have a yelling conversation with you about anything sexual at all. That's just not what I'm going to do. Because I was raised right, I do have a modicum of decorum, and I display it at the proper times. That's what you're supposed to do. So some of y'all parents, go ahead and take your notebooks out, write that shit down. I need to teach children properly. Home training is important. 3 exclamation points, 3 underlines, circle that bitch and put it on the fridge. Make sure you read that hoe every day. Ooh, this woman, y'all. I'm coming back across the parking lot from my little lunch break where I was over there babsing it up. Black ass business, in case y'all forgot. Yep, that's what I was minding, my black ass business. And you would think I should be able to continue to mind my black ass business as I cross the parking lot to go on back into my job. But no, I look over and, oh, what the heck? We'll call her Tracy. Tracy's on the phone with, let's say, the homegirl Monica. All right, so Tracy and Monica, they talking, right? I hear Tracy yell, I can't believe that Mike had the audacity to be mad about the way I was sucking his dick. What? It made me look around like, is anybody else hearing this besides me? And of course, every other pump is also full. Everybody was hearing this conversation. I was not alone. My man over at Pump 5 is standing there looking over the top of his sunglasses at the old girl like... And I feel like my walk was reflecting the look on his face because I slowed down like, I know this bitch didn't. She really out here talking about sucking dick just comfortably like that? Okay. I'm not saying don't be comfortable with your sexuality. I'm not saying that. Do that. Live in it. Revel in it. That's yours. You can do what you want to on that level. But for the courtesy of the folks around you, could you please not have a dick-sucking conversation with your bestie on speakerphone? Could we not do that? I don't want to hear that shit. I mean, I definitely don't want to hear that shit because I don't need no instructions. I'm cool. But for my hetero homies out there, they don't want to hear that shit either. They don't care if you knew how to juggle it, if you knew how to, at the same time. They don't want to know none of that from a speakerphone conversation. Now, if y'all happen to be personal friends and that's what y'all talking about over a nice glass of Chardonnay in your living room, bitch, do that. Do it. I don't care. But I'm going to need you to go on ahead and roll up out of pump 3. Say that shit. One time. And then go have that conversation. If you want to have that conversation doing 65 plus on the freeway with your windows down, the wind blowing your hair around, that's cool because I can't hear that shit while I'm also doing 65, which really is like 80. Anyway, I don't have to hear it. The wind blowing my hair all around too and I'm listening to music. That's where you can have a public on speakerphone conversation if you want to do that. But I don't want to hear about your lack of or your genius own fellatio while I'm just trying to come back from lunch. That's not what I'm on. So what I need from you, because y'all my people and I love you, I need you to spread that message to your friends, your family. Hell, find somebody you don't even like. Just enlighten their day a little bit and let them know, hey, don't be talking about sucking dick on speakerphone. Just don't do that. Respect the folks around you, okay? We don't want to hear about it. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. All that stuff, bless up, man, hell yeah, all them things. Yes. Free Young Cali, all that. Yes. But anyway, I'm going to finish smoking this blunt. I'm sorry, I just noticed I was having a really good ponytail day and thought I'd share that with y'all too. Anyway, I'm going to finish smoking this blunt. I'm going to tell y'all to have a blessed day. I want y'all to make sure you tell your mama I said hi. If you cool with your daddy, make sure you tell him I said hey. And go on ahead and knuckle bump them wonderful kids of yours for your girl one time, will you? That's what I'm talking about. All right, y'all be happy and healthy with yourselves as well. Check you next time I got a little bit of weed and some shit on my mind.